Adventures in Murfreesboro is produced in cooperation with Murfreesboro City Schools.
When you're with Murphy in the Burrow, it's one big adventure after another. When you're with Murphy in the Burrow, you can count on a whole lot of fun. Murph has lots of special friends you never know, who'll be dropping in. Come see what they're gonna tell us, see what they're gonna do. It could be artists with easels, builders with tools, inventors, creators, or kids from our school. Someone sharing story time, friends making music, or making words rhyme, having a good time. When you're with Murphy in the Burrow, it's one big adventure after another. When you're with Murphy in the Burrow, you can count on a whole lot of fun. You can count on a whole lot of fun.
Baby, it's cold outside. My whiskers near froze outside. This winter weather is giving me blues.
Hey, Murph. Brr, it's cold in here. And blue.
Oh, hi, John. I know, that's because it's winter and I've got the winter blues.
Wow, look at all those different shades of blue. You've got peacock, teal, arctic, azure, slate, sky, powder, berry, navy, lapis, cerulean, cobalt, and sapphire.
We should make a rap out of that.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, but was that English? Because, what were all those words anyway?
Oh, those are all the different shades of blue. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's take this and this right here. Look at these two. Do they look exactly alike?
Well, they're both blue.
Right, but they're different shades of blue.
Yeah.
And each of those different shades has a different name.
Oh, okay. So, how do they make the different shades of blue?
Well, it depends on what colors are mixed with blue. For instance, if you mix green with blue, it becomes more of a teal color.
Teal.
And
I
if
like
you
that
mix
word.
if you mix white with blue, it becomes more like the sky.
Oh, kind of like that blue right there.
Exactly.
Oh, I get it. All the different colors of blue.
That's right. It's called variety.
Variety. Yeah.
You know, Murph, variety is a great way to fight the winter blues.
What do you mean, John?
Well, when it's wintertime, we shouldn't just sit around all day and watch TV.
Even my show?
That's right, Murph, even your show. There's so many things to do outside during the winter.
Like what, dude?
Well, when it's nice outside, you can go out and play or go for a walk.
It's too cold to play outside most of the time.
That's true, but there's lots of things you can do indoors. You can play basketball in the gym, or you can read a book, or you can make something,
Oh, yeah.
or you can even write a story and put on a puppet show. There's lots of things to do, Murph.
Wow, John, you have a lot of great ideas.
Like I said, variety.
Speaking of variety, we always have a variety of guests on our show.
That's true.
So who's our guest today? Read that.
It says Kermit Davis is our guest.
Who?
Kermit, Coach Kermit. There was another word, but it got messed up and I can't read it.
Kermit. You don't suppose it's the lean green jumping machine, do you?
Who?
The one and only Mr. Frogalicious.
What?
Kermit the Frog.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not Kermit the Frog. Anyway, he's a frog, and frogs hibernate in the winter.
They do? I didn't know that.
They sure do, Murph. Frogs are found in the Arctic Circle, and in the tropics, and in the desert, all over the place. They have learned different ways to adapt to various climates.
Various and variety. Oh, those words are related. That's really interesting about the frogs. I learned something new today. I like learning new things.
Me too, Murph.
So, if it's not Kermit the Frog who's coming, I wonder who it is.
Oh, there's the bell. I think you're going to find out soon enough.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I'm so excited. I wonder who this Kermit is.
Davis. I'm John, and this is Murph, the star of the show.
How you doing, John? How we doing, Murph?
Oh, hi there. Oh, it's so good to meet you. I am so excited to meet somebody named Kermit. Kermit.
Where's Miss Piggy, Murph?
Oh, I know. At first I thought you might be the lean green jumping machine, but that's not who you are.
Hey, I've grown up being made fun of being Kermit all my whole life, all right?
How'd you get that name?
Well, you know, it's my dad's name, so I'm a junior. It was a family name, so it's like the third person in our family to be named Kermit.
Sounds like a good, strong Scottish name. Is that what it is?
I don't really know.
Oh, okay.
But it's a funny name, right?
Yeah,
I
well,
love
we
being
like
made
it,
fun
though.
of.
Yeah, people don't forget you, though, do they?
Never,
They
never.
never do.
I agree.
So tell me, what is your job? We love to know here in Murfreesboro City Schools. What our guest job? What do they do? What do you do?
Well, you know, I'm the basketball coach at Middle Tennessee State University. Yep, I've been here 15 years. I grew up in a basketball family, so I coach basketball here. And yeah, so we got a good team this year. We got to get you to come out and watch us play sometime.
Oh, I'd love to do that. You know, bunnies can really jump. I bet I can be good at the jump shot. What do you think?
Hey, you'd be very quick. You could play on our team, I promise you.
Oh, did you hear that, John?
I heard, Mark. That's good.
Awesome. Okay, so, Coach, are you ready to answer some questions from the kids right here in Murfreesboro City Schools?
I am.
Okay, props! Oh, I love it. It's like magic.
Here are the questions.
Yeah, they are. That's it. That's him. Okay. All right. First question. What did you want to be when you were a little kid?
You know, it's funny. I always wanted to be a basketball coach. My dad was a basketball coach. I grew up in a family going to his practices all the time. So sometimes it's a hard decision. It was easy for me.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah. And where did you grow up?
I grew up in Mississippi.
Oh.
I grew up in Starkville, Mississippi. I was born in Leakesville, Mississippi, but I spent my whole life right there in the Mississippi area.
Can you spell Mississippi?
Gosh, M-I-S-S-I-P-P-I.
Oh, I got a way to spell Mississippi. You want to hear?
Yes.
Okay. M-I, crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I, humpback, I. Did you ever hear that before?
I did. All Mississippians have heard that one for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so you always wanted to be a coach. If you weren't a coach, though, what would you be doing? What would be your second choice?
You know what, I grew up, I loved being in the school plays. Not many guys will admit that. So I loved communication, and I think if I didn't coach, I'd have been a broadcaster, done something with TV and radio.
Oh, yeah, that would be great. Maybe you could even be like famous like me and have your own show.
That'd be hard to do, to be as famous as you are.
Oh, I'm liking this guy. Yeah. Okay, a new fan. Okay, so when did you start playing basketball? I guess when you were really little, huh?
I did. About 3 or 4 years old, I had a brother that was about a year younger than I. His name was Bill. And so Bill and I played all the time. In our garage, we had goals all the time in the neighborhoods. So yeah, all my life.
Well, and when you were in college, did you play then?
I did. I played junior college basketball, which is a 2-year school, for 2 years in Arkansas, where I met my wife. And then I went and played at Mississippi State for a couple years after that. And
Back in Mississippi?
Back in Mississippi. I wasn't a great player, but I loved being on the team, and it really helped me to be a good coach, I hope.
What's the best part of being on a team?
You know, the best part of being on a team is the relationships that you have forever. All the players and the assistant coaches that you come in contact with, and just the day-to-day, the locker room experience and traveling with them is the best part.
Well, now we've got some simple questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food, gosh, a good old southern Mississippi and say fried chicken.
Fried chicken, yeah. I'm glad you didn't say fried rabbit, dude. Yeah, that would not be happy. Okay. And do you have any pets?
I do. I have a Shih Tzu, a dog named Coco. She's 14 years old.
Wow.
She's almost as old as you, Murph.
Okay. Wait a minute, dude. You know, that's dog years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, and so you have a little dog named Coco. So, Coach, what is the very best part of being the head coach at Middle Tennessee State University or being a coach anywhere?
You know, a couple things. One thing, obviously, the winning, happy locker rooms. We love happy locker rooms.
Oh, yeah.
When you can go back and spend those 2 or 3 minutes with your team after big wins, that is fun.
Oh, yeah,
But
cool.
probably the very best part is to watch these young guys come into the program and really mature. And you get them, and they're young, and they're kind of immature in ways, and when they leave you, they've grown up into young men, and you come back and you watch them with their families as they get older. That's the cool part of my job.
Do they come back and visit you sometimes?
They do. We have a lot of former players that come back in the summer. You know, we have a lot of our former players, Murph, that are playing basketball all over the world in all the different countries, and they come back in the summer to see us, and that's a fun part.
Wow. And now here's the one. What's the hardest part of being a coach sometimes?
You know, the hardest part I'd say is this. When we recruit young guys to come play for us, they all have aspirations of having these big roles. And sometimes, You know, there's different roles on the team, so sometimes they don't get to play as much as maybe they thought, and it's even hard for a coach. You have to make those decisions, but in the long run, we all have to learn from those kind of lessons, but I'd say that's probably the most difficult part of my job.
But even if you don't get to play as much as maybe you'd like, you do get to be part of the team, right?
That's what I learned, because I went to Mississippi State and I was always the best player. I didn't get to play a lot, but you know what I did? I had learned a lot of good life lessons. I learned a lot of things about being a coach and about handling adversity, and so you're exactly right. You can learn a lot from that.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, now, who do you most admire in history?
You know, if I could eat dinner with a couple guys, Martin Luther King would be one. I think he was the one guy that when I was growing up that probably changed the culture of our country and probably had it the toughest of anybody.
Right.
A big fan of Abraham Lincoln.
Oh,
So
yeah.
those two would be guys that I would love to have dinner with if I could.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Okay, Coach, this is kind of a trick question. What is your favorite TV show?
Adventures in Murfreesboro.
I didn't trick you. You got it right. Yay! But what's your second favorite TV show?
You know, we love to watch The Voice.
Oh,
Big Blake Shelton fans, so we love watching it right now.
Right. Do you have the people that you root for and all that?
I do. I enjoy the talent and love when they get some Tennessee people on the show.
Right. Do you sing?
I do. Not very well. I'm a good dancer, though, Murph.
Are you?
I bet you I can dance better than you.
Oh, I bet you can. How fun. How fun is it? Yeah. Okay, but I can beat you in jumping, dude.
You can do that.
Yeah,
I promise you that.
Okay. So, you notice everything around here is blue.
Right?
You know what? I have been having the winter blues, and I've just been sitting around, kind of just watching TV and all that. What do you think I should do about it?
Well, number one, you know what people should do?
What?
Put their iPads up, put their cell phones up, put them in the closet. Even when it's a cold, damp day, go in your garage and get a basketball.
Get basketball.
Start practicing basketball. Get out and be active. Come to Patterson Park. Got great courts here and great places to move around.
Yeah.
Put the social media and electronics up and start exercising.
Exercising. Even when it's cold, we can exercise inside, right?
You're exactly right. And that's when my sport comes in. Basketball is the greatest sport in the world, especially during the winter months.
Oh, that is awesome. You know, they call it b-ball for sure, and I think that's bunny ball. Don't you? That would be, they should call it bunny ball. Yeah, that's a jumping. Okay. So, Coach, I was wondering, could you tell us the top 3 lessons you have learned from all these years of basketball?
Number one is learning how to work together with maybe different people that come from different backgrounds.
Right.
Number two, which I think the young people of today is probably the hardest thing for them to do because of all the cell phones, is learning how to communicate and be able to talk verbally on the floor and get your message across, right? And number three is how to deal with setbacks or adversity. When things just don't go your way, is how do you deal with that? And those are the 3 best lessons I've probably learned.
That's great. But can you tell us, how do you deal with adversity?
Well, number one, you can't let adversity affect your attitude. Your attitude has to affect adversity. So that means you can't
that's
let some
cool.
bad things keep making your day bad. You've got to be upbeat, and your attitude has got to affect the adversity, and then from there, then you can move on to the next thing.
That's great advice. So you let your attitude affect the adversity.
Exactly right.
Oh, we're going to remember that one, aren't we, John?
That's right, Murph.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I saw you brought a ball in here. Can we look
did.
at the ball?
I did. We got the Nike Elite basketball.
Nike Elite Basketball.
Yeah.
It's a big round ball. And what are basketballs traditionally made out of?
Well, leather. It's got leather, the championship leather. It's about, I think, 6 to 9 pounds right here. And this is the official ball that the Blue Raiders play with.
Wow, that is so cool. The official ball. I'm feeling all special. You brought the official ball.
Just for you. We don't take it out often, only for special guests like you, Murph.
Oh, that's exciting. So tell me, is there a right way to hold the ball?
It is. It's a right way to shoot the ball.
Okay, show me.
Okay, let me show you, Murph. What you do is you've got to shoot the ball and handle it with the seams, okay? So your seams are the seams that are made the ball. And so you want the seams to go up, so you'd like your hand straight behind the ball. Your left hand is the guide hand, and so when you shoot it with good backspin, and you always shoot it with the seams.
Always shoot it with the seams.
Yeah.
Now, are there people that shoot with the other hand? I mean, like right-handed and left-handed batters? Are there right-handed and left-handed shooters?
There is. We've got a couple left-handed players on our team, Tyreek Dixon and Ja'Cory Williams,
Right.
that are both good left-handed players. So sometimes it's good to have left-handers and right-handers on your team.
Oh, you know, I can't wait to come out, and thank you so much for inviting us. I can't wait to come out and watch you guys practice and play. So how long is the basketball season?
Well, you know, we've started, so it'll end in March, and hopefully, like last year, when we went to the NCAA tournament, we beat Michigan State. It went deep into March. So we hope the Blue Raiders are playing around March 20th or 25th this year.
Oh, that's exciting. And do you know where you'll play yet?
You know, we don't know. We don't know. Our conference championship is in Birmingham, Alabama, but we are going to a lot of different places to play throughout the year, so we'll be traveling a bunch, Murph.
Oh, this is exciting. And do you have fans that come and follow and get to go to all the games?
We do. I know my daughter Allie and Claire, they love coming to our games, my wife Betty, and so we do. We have a lot of Blue Raiders that come to Birmingham for the conference tournament.
Oh, that's so exciting. Coach, we want to thank you for coming and visiting with us here in the Burrow and teaching us about life lessons and how to hold a ball and all the great things out there.
Well, thank you, Murph. You know what? I have come full circle as a basketball coach. We won an NCAA tournament game against Michigan State, and I got to be on your show.
Oh, thanks, dude. You know what we say around here?
What's that?
You the bunny. Yeah. Can't wait. Thanks so much to this awesome award-winning coach. Yeah!
Thanks, Murph.
Wow, I really like meeting that Kermit.
I know. What a great job to be the head coach of the men's basketball team at MTSU.
And basketball can be played indoors even when it's cold outside. Now I want to play.
You know what, Murph?
What?
Murfreesboro City Schools has basketball teams. You can try out, learn some great skills, get some exercise, and have a lot of fun.
Oh, that is why I love Murfreesboro City Schools. We are so awesome. Oh, I want to go watch a game.
We can do that later, Murph. But right now, let's figure out something to do. You know, we don't hibernate, and variety is the spice of life.
What?
It means that when we do new things, it makes our life better, just like spices make our food taste better.
Oh, variety is the spice of life. All right then, I want to make something. I like making things.
Ooh, what kind of things?
I've been thinking all about my bird friends, John. Yeah, they don't hibernate either, and I worry because there are not so many bugs or berries or seeds right now for them to eat in the winter.
That is true, Murph. So what do you want to do to help them?
Well, I saw this really fun-looking bird feeder that we can make that doesn't look too hard. Want to give it a try?
Sure, Murph.
Okay, you want to know what we need?
Sure.
Okay, let's start with the pine cone
Okay.
and bird seed,
Got the bird seed right there.
peanut butter,
Peanut butter, yum.
a knife, table knife, plastic knife, any old thing you can spread the peanut butter with,
Okay.
some string or ribbon or yarn, and a pair of scissors to cut the string, ribbon, or yarn.
Right.
Then a couple of maybe paper plates or plastic plates because you don't want to make too big a mess.
Nope, that would not be good.
Okay, so
All right.
first thing you do is you grab your pine cone
Okay.
and you take the ribbon and you wrap it around one of those little thingies right at the top and you
Top
tie
here?
it, like that. You tie a
Okay.
knot around it.
I'm not around it. All right, Murph, so I tie this around here.
Yeah, I
That-
go down a little bit from the top.
Yep,
Yeah, and that makes it easier. Gives it something to grab hold of.
that'll be good. I'm gonna
Yeah.
Cut this little piece off right here.
Oh, yeah, make it look pretty.
There we go.
Good job.
All right, what do we do next?
Okay, now you take your plastic knife or spoon and start spreading the peanut butter all over the pine cone.
Okay.
You might want to have a paper towel or two handy. 'cause
Yeah, I've got a few down here just in case.
could be a little bit messy.
Just a little bit messy, might be. Let's get the ribbon out of the way. Smells good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I bet the birds are gonna love it.
I think the birds are very gonna love this.
Yeah. If it were me, I'd put some jelly on it, but they're gonna want some seeds.
They're gonna want the seeds. They're not gonna want the jelly.
You can make it kind of thick.
Yeah. All right. How about that? The birds like peanut butter too.
Of course, you have to be careful when people have peanut allergies.
Right.
You never give people peanut butter without checking to make sure first.
That's true. Yep.
Oh, that's looking really good and covered now.
All
dear.
right. Do we need any more?
Well, maybe just a touch. Make
More
so it's
here.
nice and even when you roll it in the bird seed.
Right.
We want it to be all pretty and even. This is looking good.
Good. I think we're just about.
I think you've got it.
All right.
Okay, might want to like wipe your hands now.
Yep. Some paper towels down here just for the occasion.
Perfect, perfect.
All right.
Okay, now take the bird seed and pour it into your other plate there.
Okay. Pour this one right here.
Yeah. Spread it kind of around a little bit. There you go, there you go.
All right.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
take your peanut butter pine cone. I like that, that's an alliteration.
Yes,
Peanut
it
butter
is.
pine cone.
Peanut butter pine cone.
And roll it in the bird seed. Roll it all around, picking
All
up
right.
as many bird seeds as you possibly can. Yeah. Push it down in there a little bit. Get
Yeah.
that bird seed on there.
See why we
Looking
got the
good.
plates. Otherwise, we would make a big mess on the table.
That's right, that's right. The edge of the plate kind of holds the mess in.
Yeah. All right. I think we're done.
Now hold it up by the string and let everybody see. See? See there?
Look
Stop
at that, Murph.
Now all you do is you take it outside and you tie it to a twig, a limb on the tree, and the birds can come eat it.
That's great, Murph.
And you know, you can always add more peanut butter, more seed,
Mm-hmm.
more pine cones.
That's right. You could do a whole row of pine cones if you wanted to.
Yeah, and just think how it helps our bird friends. There's that B word.
There is that B word.
Yeah,
You're right,
our
Murph.
bird friends. Yeah, so that was fun, huh?
It was fun, Murph. And it's very thoughtful of you to think about the birds this winter.
I think so.
So you ready to go hang it out?
Let's go.
I'll tell you what. Since we're going outside anyway, why don't we run by MTSU and check out the men's basketball practice?
Oh, what a great idea! What a great idea! Basketball and birds, awesome! Take it away. Oh, that was so much fun.
You're right, Murph. It's great having MTSU right here in our community.
Oh, there's always something going on in the burrow.
I know, but I'm getting a little tired, Murph.
Me too. You know, it's time for a good book.
Oh, that's a great way to rest, Murph. Let's listen in.
Mr. No-No by Nancy Perry Phillips. Once there was a young caterpillar who liked to say no. It was his favorite word, no. Whenever anyone would ask him a question or ask him to do something, he would say no. His mama told him to eat his vegetables. He said no. His daddy told him to clean his branch. He answered no. Whenever his Aunt Petunia asked him for a hug and a kiss, he would say no. Whenever a brother or sister would ask to play with a toy, he replied no, even if he wasn't playing with it. Others would ask him, "Why do you say no all the time?" He never answered. He would just say no. Sometimes he would mutter it softly to himself. No, 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 no. Sometimes he would shout it aloud. No! And although his parents named him Sonny, everyone else called him Mr. No-No.
One day, Sonny's parents called all his brothers and sisters together. "Children, it's time to grow up," Dad said. And all the young caterpillars answered, "Yes, sir," except for Sonny. Can you guess what he said? Oh, that's right. He said no. Mother said, "I want you all to go back to your branches and spin little silk beds like good little worms and take a nice long nap." They all said, "Yes, Mama," except for Sonny. Sonny said no. So all the young caterpillars returned to their branches and spun their little silk beds until they were all encased in little chrysalises. There were so many of them hanging on their beautiful tree that it looked like it was blooming, all except for Sonny's branch. Well, time passed, and Sonny grew lonely. There was no one left to play with or talk to. But Sonny was a stubborn caterpillar, and he just sat on his branch and said, "No, no, no, no," over and over again. But with no one to play with, he had plenty of time to think, and he remembered the question he had been asked. "Why do I always say no?" he wondered. Maybe he was a little stubborn. Maybe he was a little afraid. Maybe he had a bad habit. And maybe it was time to try something new. So, Mr. No-No took a deep breath and said yes to himself. And he spun a little cozy chrysalis, gave a big yawn, and closed his eyes for a nice long nap. And yes, when he woke up, he was a beautiful butterfly, and nobody called him Mr. No-No anymore. The end.
Wow, I really like that book, Murph.
Oh, John, I just realized something.
You did? What?
We are surrounded by bees.
Bees? What? Where?
Not that kind of bee, dude. Words that start with the letter B.
I think I'm going to need a little bit more explanation, Murph.
Oh, well, when you first came in, I had the blues, the winter blues. And blue starts with B, right?
Yeah.
And then we met Coach Kermit Davis, and he coaches basketball. Basketball.
Okay.
More bees.
That's right.
And then we made a bird feeder with peanut butter.
And we listened to a book.
Yes. So many B words. I wonder if we could think of some more.
You know, we have two city schools that start with the letter B, Bradley and Black Fox.
Oh, I wonder if some of the kids there could help us with more B words.
I bet they could, Murph.
Okay, take it away.
Bowl, Bella, butterfly, bat, baby, bird, Bryson, bowling, basket, beluga whale, butterfly, basket, bowl, Betty, Boston, baby, blue, best party ever.
That was great. Murph, I thought you were done with all the blue. You've got a blue hat on now.
Oh, yeah, but this is not just any hat. This is my MTSU hat. The only blues I've got now are the Raider blues. Yay, I'm a big fan.
That's right, Murph. It was awesome to see Coach Davis today and meet him.
Oh, yay, that was fun. Big thanks to Coach Kermit Davis and the whole basketball community in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
That's right, Murph. And we need to thank all the kids at Black Fox. They did a great job, too.
Yeah, you guys were great. And we don't want to forget our bird friends. Try to take care of the birds out there and build a bird feeder.
And get outside and do something this winter. Don't stay inside and watch TV all day, except for Murph's show.
Yeah, my show. And maybe write a book, doing a
Yeah.
puppet show. I wonder what a puppet is.
Yeah, puppet show would be fun to do.
You know, this has been the biggest,
The brightest,
the best,
the most beautiful.
and the most bodacious January episode we have ever had. Remember, dream big and work hard. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I bet you want my hat, don't you? Can't
I
have
do
my
want
hat.
your
You
hat.
can't have it. No,
It's
no,
cold
no,
in
no,
here.
no,
I need
no,
your
no,
hat.
no, dude. Okay, bye-bye. We love you. We love you here at the Burrow. Remember to dream big big and work hard, yeah, and all that good stuff. Okay, it's a wrap. I'm out of here. Where's my producer? Where's my director? I want my carrot juice